Hello, welcome back to Naked Shrooms UK. Today we're going to be inoculating substrate with fully colonised grain. So as always, we're going to be cleaning down. I know you guys probably get tired of seeing it, but honestly, it's one of the most important things you can do. The flow hood is on as always and operational. So I've had the grain that we're going to be using colonising for about 2 weeks. I did it in one of my other videos, inoculating grain. So that's colonised now, and we're going to move it over to substrate. You only need a little bit of grain colonised for for substrate ratio. So we're going to see now the inoculation of about 2.5 kilo of grain of substrate. Sorry. Here's the jar. Spray it down with 70% isopropyl. We've got that minute contact time, don't forget. Bring over the bag, give that a good spray down. So this is the substrate. I'm just going to set it down in front of the flow hood, and then we will let the isopropyl do its work, spray in all the creases, get it everywhere. We've got the seal across the top there. We're going to be cutting just below that, so we've got plenty of the bag left to seal back up. And also it helps with shaking the bag up, because you can fold it over, get the air in, which we'll see in a second. That allows us to break up all the substrate and get the grains in there nicely, get a nice spread of grains throughout the bag. So the purpose of the substrate really is to give the mycelium something to expand to. This is a master's mix hardwood substrate, so there's plenty of nutrients there for wood-loving species to grow from. Open that bag up, can be a little bit fiddly. Get that flow air in there. The camera looks really close, but it is zoomed in. And then we're just going to break the bag up. Here we go, give it a squish. Get it all loose and broken up. See it all moving around there. And what we want is create gaps so that we can get the grain thoroughly mixed in. Fold that over, give it a good shake, so you see I'm trapping the air in the bag. So shake, make it all nice and loose. Don't worry about being rough with it, the bags will hold up. Again, we're still in front of the flow hood here, but I'm not going to be using the bottom of the bag at all, so I can set it down on my work space. There is a little bit of dead space, there's about 20 mils of dead space from the table to the flow hood, so just be careful with that, sitting anything down on the table. You can still see the ISO on the workbench anyway, so the chance of any contamination being there is slim to none. See the ISO on top of the grain jar. I'm just going to give that a little wipe down. I'm fairly liberal with the ISO. Keeps everything nice and clean for me. Give it all a little wipe, and then undo the lid. Break up the grain. Shaky, get all them grains loose. And individual grains are better. This is barley that I've inoculated. It's my grain of choice. You can see the colonisation on there. It'll be thicker in parts than others. This is a lion's mane strain, so it will try and fruit at every stage. So you really want to get all that separated. Fold it over again, trap the air in the bag. This is really the best way I've found to get the grain going all the way through the substrate. Give it a good shaky. Job done. And then we bring over the bulldog clips, which I advise getting if you don't have a heat sealer. I do have a heat sealer, but for the purpose of this recording, I've done it with bulldog clips. Give them a good spray, because you don't want any points of contamination. Word of advice for this is bend your clips over first, so knock the handles back on the clips first before you start trying to seal your bag up. And then you just want to make sure that the fold at the top is nice and tight, and that you've got both sides in. Give it a good roll over a few times. I just want to make sure, so I'm just giving it a couple of folds, making sure. And then we'll clip that up with the bulldog clips. There we go, start on one side. And I just keep checking my fold all the time, making sure I'm folded in. And continue on to get it nice and tight. Second clip on. The idea is just to stop any air from getting inside the bag. Oh, these things do happen. Yeah, so there we go. Job done, nice and sealed. That's it. Like, subscribe, comment, ask any questions you want. I'm here to answer. Thank you.